Well, live in our studio tonight is the Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police, Stephen Dean. I want to welcome Mr. Dean as we talk about this particular story, the story about this robbery victim fought back, resulting in a struggle with the gunman being shot and later died. It's not the type of scenario police recommended when encountering robbers. Talk about that a bit tonight for us, sir.
Good afternoon, Clint. Good afternoon, Bahamas. It's really not the typical thing that we recommend. Police will always recommend that not to approach these intruders or robbers. Do your best to restrain, but you know, every case must be judged on its own merit. Sometime you might be in a life and death situation. That might be the only approach that you can take, but we recommend strongly against it. But we can tell you now, people have reached that level in our country that they're not going to allow criminals to get away. So this is the stand where communities are now putting up the wall, saying we're going to fight back against these criminals, while we ask them to work in partnership with the police in doing so.
And that's what I wanted to ask you, because obviously people are now becoming more aggressive in confronting their alleged attackers. And while you're not recommending that, how do you cause people to take a step back from it and to remove their emotions out of what we see happening every day in the crime element?
Well, we ask people to please step back, because the first move you make, it might be the wrong move and it could cost you a debt. Well, in some situations, you might be at death door knocking, and that might be your last resort to say, let me a fighting chance, because you might be protecting your family, which the law subscribes to. You might have, it's a situation that you have to judge on its own merit, but on the surface of it, we recommend that you do not try to get in a hassle with an intruder.
So then what do? Do you just follow the instructions of this person?
Yes.
What do you do?
Remain calm, follow the instructions. Do your best not to agitate the criminal, because sometimes they don't want to see no agitation. So if you could remain calm with a view, try to get the description of this person, try to get some identification of vehicles, and this will be able to assist the police.
Let's move beyond this particular situation. What is police doing to address this level of what we call a high crime in our country?
I can tell you, I'm a proud officer of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, and every officer should feel proud. For over the last couple of weeks, we have been doing some tremendous job. Our officers have been out there 24/7. I can tell you, since the anti-gang unit have been hitting the ground weeks ago, we have seized a number of illegal weapons off the streets of New Providence. And you will just see over this weekend that we have done an excellent job. The South Central Division, they got an AK-47 of a home in Kemp Road, and our suspect was arrested. Then last night, drug enforcement officers arrested 2 males in Gambia Village after they find a handgun. Just today, our reach is not only in New Providence. The tentacles are all through the Bahamas. We went into Andros, Red Base, where the officers there, they got a Tech Mark 10 handgun, weapon, which is a semi-automatic weapon, could call massive destruction.
So you are enjoying success?
We are enjoying success. I'm telling you, with the public support, I can tell you, I see this renewed confidence that the Bahamian people have been pushing into the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Our officers are excited, and this is a good time. We ask citizens to continue to supply us with those information, to continue to support your Royal Bahamas Police Force. This is the only way we'll be able to address these crime matters. But for the most part, I can tell you that we enjoy the success with the Bahamian people. We will continue. The criminals, I must put a warning onto the criminals. Do not fight at the police. The police are well trained. Do not fire weapons at the police. I must warn them, because some of them try to do it. You cannot fire at the police. The police are well trained for situations such as this. Criminals, you are out there. You feel that you can go around without being captured by the police. If you have not gotten a knock on your door as yet, please expect one shortly.
A word to the wise is sufficient. Now, you touched on what I wanted to wrap up on. It's simply, how can the public continue to help with it? You've always touted the public partnership that you've had with the public in bringing a lot of these cases to justice, many of them still open. What is your final plea as far as the public assisting you?
We ask them to constantly get in contact with the police, the incident room, to continue. Public have been supporting us. We ask you to continue. That information might seem immaterial, insignificant. Call upon it. It might be an abandoned vehicle. You might hear a conversation. You might have seen a gun. You might have seen something that looks suspicious. We rather the public call us on incidents that is non-crime issues, as opposed to they call us, tell us they have been robbed or they're being hurt. But I can tell you, the Bahamian public is going to be very pleased of this Royal Bahamas Police Force in the upcoming months and years to come.
Well, that's definitely good news, particularly as we head into the holiday season. Senior Assistant Commissioner of Police, Stephen Dean, thank you so much for joining us on the